Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be going through my empties products. It's been kind of a while. I didn't actually have as many as I thought, but there is still a decent amount. Mostly under the category of makeup, as you might have guessed. But I do have two other products I want to talk about, which I'll be talking about those first. So yeah, without further... What was that? So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the first product I have is going to be under miscellaneous. Which is kind of weird that I'm starting with miscellaneous first, I know, but like, I just figured it'd be nice to like get out of the way. This is the Batiste dry shampoo in the scent Fresh. This is my absolute favorite dry shampoo. I don't use any other dry shampoo ever. This is like the only one I will ever use. This is also my favorite scent just because I don't like it when my dry shampoo has like a really strong scent. My sister got like the rose gold one and it was like very strong. But this one is really nice, so yeah, I would definitely suggest buying this if you're looking for a dry shampoo because it leaves your hair feeling washed, like you feel like you actually washed it, and it doesn't leave like that like dry, like when you run your hands through it, it feels like your hair. It doesn't feel like you put like spray in it or anything. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so yeah, definitely a good one. The next category is skincare. And this is the AHA BHA Clarifying Treatment Toner by Cosrx. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my last empties video. I love this toner so much. Like literally, I will never use another toner. Like I love this toner. I just feel like it leaves my skin feeling like really clean, and I just feel like it actually does help with acne. I have very strong acne, so like I will always have acne like across my face, like always. Like there's never a time where I won't. I feel like, but I do feel like this helps a lot in like regulating it and making sure that they don't get worse or anything. So I really love this. I feel like it does go by pretty fast, but that's just because I use a lot of it. But I would definitely recommend. So the next category is makeup, and I think I'm gonna split it into categories just because otherwise it's just gonna be makeup, and like that's just it. And I just feel like that's kind of weird. So I'm just gonna split it into categories. First category we're talking about is concealers. So I have two concealers to talk about. The first one is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. This one was like fine. I was like okay with it. I kind of wanted to experiment with concealer because I typically go for the next one we're going to be talking about. And I don't really buy like high-end like concealers. So I wanted to try the Makeup Revolution one, and it was like fine. I mean, I feel like it concealed fairly well. I would say it's fairly full coverage. It's been a little bit since I've used it, so I can't quite remember how I liked it. But I feel like this did work fairly well, and I probably would repurchase just to try it again and see like if I actually do like it. But I mean, overall it was a fairly good concealer. The next one is it's rubbed off because I've used this so much. It's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is my favorite concealer ever. I love this. I love the Fit Me foundation. I love the Fit Me powder. Like literally, Maybelline Fit Me is like my life. You know what I'm saying? The next category I have is mascaras. The first one I have is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I feel like everybody knows this mascara. It's very good. Love it. If you have very small eyelashes, you might not like this because it is kind of a bigger brush, and it doesn't clump, but it's clumpier than like other mascaras. So in that sense, it's not great, but I do love it, and a lot of people say it's a really good dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So yeah. The next one I have is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. Holy freaking grail. Okay, this is like a holy grail item, okay? Like literally, I love this mascara. I only ever buy it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, which I actually just bought a new one, and they changed the packaging. My friend who has really, she has smaller eyelashes, loves this mascara because it doesn't clump, it glides on really well, and it leaves her lashes looking really like voluminized and like longer than they really are, and like it's a really great mascara, so I would definitely recommend. Again, I only ever buy it during the 21 Days of Beauty, so I get it when it's like $11 versus $23, so yeah. The next category is eyeliners. So I'm actually including a eyebrow pencil in this just because it goes under like eye pencil things, so I'm just including it in it. But this is the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in the shade Blonde. I liked this. I never used this side with like the little spongy tip. You cannot see that because I'm not in focus. I never used a spongy tip. I felt like that made my brows look darker than what they were. But the pencil side, I mean, this I used to the ends. Like, I loved it. I feel like it did my brows really well. I do feel like it's a little dark for them, and so when I wore it, my brows looked a little bit darker than they usually do. So that sense, I didn't love it, but I feel like as an eyebrow pencil, it worked fairly well because it didn't clump too much at all. Okay, so the actual eyeliners I'm going to be talking about. The first one is the NYX Professional Makeup. That's the point eyeliner. I didn't love this because the brush tip is like, you can see that, right? It's like super thick, and it's just like not fun. And it dried out really easily, so I didn't love that. Probably would never repurchase, mainly because it was too thick. Like the lash thing was too thick, so making a wing was like kind of difficult because it was so big. And then the next one is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Light Liner. I use this to tightline. I really love this. Used it every single time. No problems. It was just a classic liner. Never dried out on me, so yeah, I really enjoyed this too. We're already on our last category, folks. So this one's kind of like an all-for-one kind of thing. Some of them match, but some of them don't. This is gonna be this category is gonna be named face products. So the first one I'm gonna be talking about is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is in the shade Light Bronzer. I love this bronzer. I mean, it's basically gone. Like, I could probably like scrounge up some more, but it's literally so old because this is the only one I've ever bought, and I've had it for like way too long. I feel like I probably shouldn't use it anymore, so I'm not. I love that bronzer though. I feel like it goes on really well. I found it because of Kathleen Lights. Obviously, I mean, like, what else? Who else would I find it from? And I love that bronzer so much, so like definitely would recommend. The next two I'm gonna be talking about are primers. So this is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I don't like this. I feel like it just didn't do anything for my skin, like literally nothing. Like, it didn't prolong my foundation. It didn't make my skin feel really nice or like made the foundation go on easier. I literally found nothing with this, like no. And I don't like their packaging with these primers because at the end you're like trying to squeeze it out, but like sometimes you can't get the rest of it out because of the way the primer is. It just doesn't go through the thing really easily. I don't know. The next one is the Maybelline Master Prime Primer and Base product, and I mean, like, it was fine. It hydrated my skin. I don't know how much it really prolonged my foundation. It might have, but I feel like maybe not really. I did like it, but when I repurchase, I mean, I don't have to because it's not like I was like wowed by it, you know? The next product is a facial spray, and it is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I really like this product. I feel like it went on really nicely. I feel like it really did set my makeup. I really love the mist because it's continuous, and so I love just like going like this instead of like spraying, you know what I mean? I really did enjoy this. I feel like I would repurchase. Yeah, I really don't have anything bad to say about it. And the last product, which let me tell you, this is my favorite product. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 101. This is the foundation I'm wearing on my face, just in a shade darker because shade 101 is their lightest shade, and that one makes me look like an actual ghost. The shade 102 that I'm wearing, you can't really tell because of the lighting, so it makes me look a little bit washed out. The 102 is like a little bit too dark for me, whereas this one makes me look washed out, so I feel like I'm in between somewhere, so I kind of wish there was like another shade. I would just rather like have a shade that like worked, but like it's not really a big deal because like either one I can work with, so like whatever. But I do love this foundation. I feel like it goes on really well. I feel like it makes my skin look incredible. It's definitely full coverage. You can definitely build it up to full coverage as well. If you have like stronger acne or you have spots that show through a little bit easier, you could definitely build it up. I literally love this foundation. I love that it dries down, which for me, even though I have dry skin, I would highly suggest buying it. It works really well. I feel like it lasts like super long. You don't have to set it. You can if you want to, but I mean, like, it basically dries down where you basically don't feel anything. Like, I didn't even dry down like my most of my face, and like I don't even feel like I have foundation on. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you want more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you want other videos that you want to see, please let me know in the comments below as well. I won't know unless you tell me, so please tell me because I want to know what you want to see. You know what I'm saying?